access to her standard record.
Yeah.
All right, got it. Go ahead. Sorry.
No problem. Yeah, very good. Thank you, Adam, for reminding us to record the session.
Yeah, it's really helpful, especially I know from now on it's going to be more even healthier and helpful, but and I have to listen a couple of times what we talked about, and actually second time I'm listening, I understand more than what I understood the first time.
I really appreciate your passion on the subject.
Yeah,
Okay.
totally. Yeah. Also, I'm thankful to have you.
Thank you.
Thankful to have you as an instructor as well.
Yeah. Okay. So far in the data view, we discussed just a basic syntax, right?
Yeah.
Let me go through. But this is very important, right? Okay. So hope you can able to do this challenge. 3.6, right? This challenge. Very simple.
Uh-huh.
And this is the payload and
Yeah.
achieve this output.
This is the output they want us to create.
Exactly. So here we need to fill this thing. We need to give
Okay.
expression.
Yeah.
Get this one, descendant 1, 2, 3, right?
Yeah.
So if you see this output,
1, 2, 3. So it's
ID
got it.
2, 3, right? This 1, 2, 3 is different levels. Okay.
Yeah.
So we need to grab ID at different levels. The first level, the second level, and third level.
Yeah.
So I like to do that.
So the first one is that
Yeah. You
payload.
payload.
Yeah. Dot. Then do. If you do ID, you only get the first two. Let's do one ID.
First ID, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I think you do like and 1 second. You do like dot.
Yeah. Dot. Okay. Exactly. Dot. Okay. So I got the same payload dot ID means it returns the ID at different levels. That's right. And second one, multi-level, multi-value.
Multi-value.
It returns 1 and 11. Only at level, only at the first level.
Then yeah. So I have a question.
Yeah, sure.
So the outcome that I don't know. They want us to create this output, right?
Right. This output.
So the descendant, the multi-value, all that is a label.
Yeah.
It's just a label. Yeah. So we could do multi-value, then we say, and 1 second, then we say
how to get the only first level.
Yeah, then you say and ID, I think, and no dot star ID.
Excellent. Dot correct. It's correct. Dot star ID. It returns dot star ID returns the things on the one level. Basically the first level. Therefore, it's dot star ID only. It returns all
so if it's one level, one dot will do the work.
Exactly.
If it's two level down, we do
dot. Yeah.
Dot.
Dot.
And that ID is only gonna find anywhere that has an ID.
With the first matching one. See, here with ID, there are multiple things with ID, right? Multiple items matching ID. But first matching ID was for that level. So in the first level.
Okay, I see.
Second is the first matching one. First only the first matching values.
Okay, got it.
Don't ignore it. We'll ignore the next one.
If we say that ID is gonna grab the first level ID.
Exactly.
If we say payload dot start ID,
get all these.
It's gonna go and first, yeah, first IDs.
Yeah.
First level IDs.
First level IDs, all IDs, not only first level.
Got it. Yeah. All IDs on the first. Okay.
Exactly.
Because it has one dot.
Correct.
Got it.
And the second level, I want to get second level. What is the third one? Multi-value second level. It's 2 and 22. Retain 2 and 22. Right?
So yeah. So then dot ID payload
Dot.
dot ID. Another dot.
Dot ID returns the same thing, right? Same as first one, right? I want to move to the second level first.
Second level.
Right? So I want to move to the, this level. This level, how can you payload dot second level, right?
Yeah. So it's a. So it's like so we do second level. Then we do dot star.
Second level afterwards.
Dot star, is it?
Dot. No.
Yeah, remove that part. So payload dot star. ID.
See, returning everything, right? That is not thing. First, I need to move to the payload dot second level. Sorry.
Oh, you say okay. So your payload that second level
And
that
yeah.
Then dot ID.
Dot ID returns only first one.
First, okay. Then you say star. I'm sorry. Then dot star ID.
Exactly. Dot star returns ID.
To get everything, all the ID in the second level.
Right? Not it's matching.
Yeah.
Second level.
Yeah. Oh, now it's becoming clear now. All right, that's good. This one I'm gonna say don't help me. And third level, we just want to introduce a third level, right?
Yeah, third level.
So payload, then you do third level actually.
Yeah, third level. Then
why do you go second level then third level?
Payload at second level, then third level. I go to third level.
Okay, so third level is in second level.
Correct. Yeah.
Group. Okay. So second level, that third level, then you say dot star ID.
Yeah. All returns is all things. So even you can see dot
star ID.
Yeah. It's good. We got all the IDs and level, third level. And finally,
this one,
all IDs.
All IDs. Yeah, I think we did that.
What level it exists. We
yeah.
Fetch all IDs.
So this time we're gonna do payload dot dot star.
That's correct. Excellent.
ID.
Yeah, it is all right.
So I have a question. Yeah. So the first one, the first IDs are on the top.
Yeah.
The second ID, second level is same level. Okay, same level as the top IDs, but so the third level is inside the second level.
Exactly.
That's what we're going to second level, that third level.
Correct.
Okay, got it. I can see this could be helpful down the road. Knowing how to, what do you guys call that? That notation?
Dot notation.
Is that what you guys call?
Yeah.
There's another system I use called ServiceNow.
ServiceNow? What's that we call?
Yeah, it's a ticketing system.
Exactly, I know. Yeah.
And ServiceNow has something like this where it's called that notation. Yeah.
So here some questions are: does the descendant selector select all the keys or just the first one in the nested object? The descendant selector means it's a dot dot. Dot dot is a descendant selector. So that selector select all the keys or just the first one in the nested object, right? So the main for this the answer is it's not selecting all the keys. It's only the selecting the first one of the nested object. In this first level ID one, second level ID two, only two, third level three, right? Therefore, payload dot dot ID returns 1, 2, 3, right?
So we did that, right?
Yeah.
So I have a question. Descendant, what is a descendant?
Descendant means, see, second level is descendant to the first level, primary level. Third
Okay.
level is descendant to the second level, right?
Second level. All right, I see.
Okay.
It's
So
like a family. It's like a family tree.
yeah. So that descendant selector is this one. Dot dot is a descendant selector, right? Dot dot is a
Yeah.
selector. Use
Okay.
descendant selector, we can able to select the items which are in the different levels.
Okay.
First level, second level, third level, right?
Mm.
So it's fetching the items at different levels, but it is fetching only the first matching one.
Yeah.
Question. Does the descendant selector select all the keys or just the first one in the nested object? Even ID is there, in second level ID2 is there, ID2, ID22 is there, but it's selecting only first one, right? ID2,
Yeah.
value 2, right? So that's the question. The answer is it is selecting only the first one.
Okay.
Does the multi-value selector select keys on the next levels of object? Multi-value is dot star, actually it's multi-value.
Mm-hmm.
Multi-value is selecting keys only the first level only, right?
Yeah.
Dot star means it is only first level. Second level dot star means only second level. So it's not going to the descendant level. Right? So the multi-value selector selects only key on the same level, not on the next levels. What happens if we combine both descendant and multi-value selector? The one you do it is the last thing.
Yeah.
Okay, it's combination of descendant, is dot dot, and multi-value. If you do that, it will select all the keys, all the matching,
Yeah.
whatever it is, right?
Okay.
So that is the question. It returns all the keys. Hope you got
Nice.
it.
Yeah, I got it. I got it. Nice. I'll practice more, but I think I got it.
Yeah, here this multi-value is important. Range also important. How to set the range?
Yeah.
0 to 1. This is also practice solving levels. Going forward in the transformations, we use these selectors, right? At that moment, you don't confuse if you have idea about all these things. Okay.
Yeah.
Coming to the variable access, it's simple only. It will finish off very minimal time. So we can declare variables like this. This where is the keyword to declare a variable. Mascot is the name of the variable, and max the value is the value of the variable, right? And this variable is different from the variable we declare in the flow level.
Yeah.
Open this any points, keep it open. We practice any points today also today. One moment. I just restart my machine while it is opening. Okay. So the level we created a variable in flow, right? That is a flow level variable.
That's right.
The scope of this variable is only this script only. Okay. We can't access this variable inside the flow. All right.
Yeah.
Now to access that variable just in C is just define the variable mascot, but returns the value of that variable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Variable very simple. Let me go to over here. I declare that variable here. Okay. Is equal to to access that just
Payload or the name. Yeah.
Go back to tutorial. Now the same exercise, the challenge we attempted, right, in previous thing. So what he's asking is the same exercise. Now use the variable to, these two values we need to achieve. The rest of things is there. These two values using variable, we need to solve this. These two. Okay. Second level and third level. You need to create a variable and we need to give value. Instead of taking the payload, use that variable. Okay. Got it, Adam?
Yeah. So what do they want us to do? Store the value into variable?
Variable, yeah. So I'm creating a variable called second. Okay. The second I'm storing payload
That.
second level. Okay, payload second level. The payload dot second. This is entire thing is payload, right? This thing is payload.
Yeah.
I'm highlighting this one.
Yeah.
Payload dot second level means from here to here. This is second
Okay.
level.
Okay. Start with the second level.
This is where I'm storing second level. So now instead of payload at second level, just I'm giving second. And what I want to achieve is pay multi-value second level. Just 2 and 22 I need to get, right? So second dot star ID, right? 2 and 22 means I'm fetching all the values in second level. Therefore, dot star ID, right? Yeah, Adam.
Yeah. So payload that second level, and when you print in here, you saying second because that's the variable that we define.
Correct.
Dot ID.
Correct.
So this one then will only display. It only display the ID on the second level.
Correct. So now payload at second level equal to second. So therefore,
yeah,
I'm using dot star ID returns this 2 and 22, right?
So what is the output right now? Is this the output?
The output 2 and 22 we got.
Oh, it call what do you call that?
Level.
Multi-second level.
Yeah, multi-second level.
So it printed two. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's gonna print only the 22 and 22. Correct. Because you only got one dot.
Yeah, only one dot.
Yeah.
Now the multi third level is there. Multi-value third level, right?
Yeah.
For that, I'm using second. Now you tell me. I can work. How can I choose second?
What do you want to do? Like you want to display third level?
Yeah.
So
we need to get this thing.
Okay, you do second dot. Can we do second dot? Then we say third level.
Yeah.
Then dot start ID.
Excellent. Fantastic. Dot start ID. So now it returns all the items in the third level. Dot star ID means, right? So therefore,
3 and 33.
For all result 3, we got that.
Got it.
Got it.
Now they want all the levels.
Yeah. Here is the point is we are using variables. We are using variable.
Yeah.
It's a declaration of variable and we're calling that variable using some name on. Directly we can call that variable.
Yeah, the funny thing is that, interesting is that you use the variable, but also you like expanding what you store the variable.
Yeah.
It's like almost like a payload.
Correct.
But it's a scope, right? It has a scope.
Yeah.
So last one, let's go last one. So they want us to do all the IDs. So then our variable only covers the second and low and below. So that means it doesn't have the first.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a descendant. And
Exactly. If you want
so
that one, what you can do is what you can do.
do we need to create another new variable?
Variable, right? Variable, some
Just payload.
complete payload. Something, if I give any name, right? Complete payload.
Yeah.
Equal to payload.
Mm.
Now, what I'm doing is instead of this,
Yeah.
so payload and complete payload. That is also fine. The same.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
You see,
That start ID.
yeah. So you can create a number of variables. Variables you can create like this, where
Mm.
and you can store where name. Something I like. I create a name, right? You can where we can say amount is equal to 20. You can say integer variables. You can say string variables. Where is exist
So, mm.
true. You can store Boolean variables. Okay. Or
Mm.
where person is equal to this means object. So we've been creating
Yeah.
object
Yeah.
person name.
So you can create a normal variable array array and also object.
Yeah. Now this variable is a kind of object variable, not integer, right? Object variable.
Yeah. Yeah.
I get something like get this. Get something is not opening, but person dot name written
Mm.
Adam.
Yeah. I see
Okay.
that. Person name. Yeah. So I have a question.
Yeah.
And as you said, and I agree, and I understand that we have to create all the variables in the header.
Yeah. Yeah.
And before the separator.
Yeah.
And so at times when you're doing and manipulations, right? When you processing or transforming and payload.
Yeah.
And like somewhere in the middle, you want to store that variable, that information to a variable.
Yeah.
So are you saying then before, like for example, like you could have a for each or while or whatever to process some information is, and when you get the value, you want to store that into variable, and that variable could be inside of the body. And so are you saying in data we've find out either using that notation or whatever that is possible and get that information up front in the header? Don't use any variables inside the body.
No, we don't use. In that case, we will define some functions over here. Okay. We have the concept of function definition.
Yeah.
Right. In the function definition, we can assign to the variables. We'll create some for looping or whatever we do that as into variables. But
Yeah.
variable definition we can't do inside the body, but we can do assignment to the variables in the body. Okay.
So for example, like here, okay, let's say that all the descendant IDs, if you want to restore that, store that, into variable.
All the descendant IDs you want.
Yeah.
Variable.
Yeah, the first one, for example, descendant payload ID, right? You just wanna keep track that ID and you put that in a variable. But I guess you can also do that on the top.
You
Yeah,
know,
that's fine. That's fine. I was thinking in
yeah,
all the programming, in all the scripting programming we have done,
yeah.
and it's good, if you know what, and if you know what you're gonna keep on that variable, is when you store that variable, then you declare it on the top. I understand that. I do that all the time.
Yeah.
But sometimes the value you want to store is very deep inside the script, right? Somewhere you don't know. For example, you run a query, you get some output from that query,
Mhm.
and then you check some conditions, and if that condition exists, you want to store that into variable. So that's way deep inside the body of the script,
Mhm.
and that information you don't know, and it when you start in the script. So the idea that the data wave says that we have to declare all the variables on the top, and I don't know, I was thinking that, and if you're using like this, like that notation, that kind of stuff in the payload, I think might be doable. But if you're doing more complex scripting, there are times when there are times that you don't know the value of that variable until you get to that level.
You have idea of the functional programming, Adam?
Yeah, this is like a subroutine, right, or something like that.
Yeah. Function programming.
Yeah,
In function programming, uh, the variables we can assign the methods to the variables also. It's my. Let me have here. So usually in non-function programming, in the variables we store the things like strings, integers, booleans, these objects
yeah,
inside. Okay.
yeah.
In the function programming, we can store methods also inside variables. The methods also.
Okay.
So Java from 8 point onwards is a function programming language, whereas before 8, you can't store the methods inside the variable. Okay. So here also, let me tell one simple example and this one. Here in the script, right? I can do something like this. Go back to background. Here it is comfortable to me to discuss about the variables.
Mhm.
I can declare like this where from
Yeah. I think Ganesh, we can when we get to that level,
okay.
we'll discuss. I think that's okay. Sorry to ask you, because I was thinking about that. I say it has to be a way to, later, to use a variable inside the script. But I think when we get to that level, you show me, or we'll discuss.
Sure, Adam. We'll discuss that one. Okay.
Excellent. Thank you.
Practice more, you will get idea about that. Okay. How we can
All
do.
right, that's good.
So these are logical operators. Similarly, like any other programming language, greater than small, they're all some greater than, smaller than, greater than, equal to, smaller than, equal to, similar to, not equal, not logical negation.
Yeah.
Both are same, and these are all almost same. You can find in any programming language.
That's right.
So here this thing is use operator return true. The name of the
Yeah.
name field of your input is max. Very simple. It's in the equal to
Oh,
operator.
imagine. So you're saying right now where the payload name equal to max.
That's it. The only simple one. Input is
Yeah.
only you need to know about what is different operators available. Go through this list and practice accordingly. Okay?
Okay.
And I think you can do your challenge, right? Go to this and try to execute the challenge.
Mhm.
In case you are not able to, we'll discuss on. Okay.
Sounds good.
Right. Move a little faster over here. If else,
Those are the interesting ones.
one. If else is like any other programming language,
Yeah.
condition or else condition. So in C, here action, but it's variable actually, right? But
Yeah.
what is variable storing? Variable storing this expression.
Wow.
Okay. Variable
If the
store,
payload dot price
yeah,
is less than 100 by ls hold.
right.
That's interesting. Okay. And the action is key, right? In a payload.
Yeah. E.
The
Action.
value.
The value for this action, I'm giving this method.
Okay.
Oh, yes. So here I'm getting value as a hold. Why I'm getting value of hold? Actually, payload dot price is 150, right?
Okay.
Okay.
So I have a question. I have a question.
Sure.
This is interesting. So where is that? And so can you go maybe scroll down on the middle section? Yeah. So yeah. So I want to see where that and so this. Okay. I don't know. I'm not sure how to ask this. Anyway, and this. Okay. So you have a JSON. Is this a JSON?
Yeah.
Price, payload price.
This one you're asking about this input. That's this input. This input.
Yeah. Okay. That's input.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I want to know is that how does he know that when it gets to action, the action it becomes the action has to go.
Okay. Let me copy this one to the playground. So
What I want, yeah. So I want to know how.
this is the input, right?
So like, know how is it? How does it get called to evaluate that?
Let me copy this into here also. One second. See, this I'm passing an input to the script, right?
Okay.
Okay. So the entire thing is payload. This is payload, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It says 120.
Even input to the script, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Parameter payload. What is the price? Price is equal to payload dot price. This is the payload dot price returns 120.
Okay. So price is equal to price the payload the price.
That is the payload, right? Payload dot price.
Yeah. Yeah.
120. It's good. It is evaluate the second field. Second field, it is calling that it is calling the variable, right? So this variable get executed now. What is the variable value? If payload dot price is less than 100, but payload dot price is 120, it is not less than 100,
Yeah.
right? So it go to the else section and it is the hold.
Okay. All right. So chronologically,
Yeah.
orderly, you get input 120.
Yeah.
And then are you is the if statement happening before it gets to the body, or first things come to the body first?
Yeah, first this variable got executed.
That one.
Yeah. So executed.
So okay, so we create a variable action on the fly.
Yeah.
And we saying that, hey, if the payload price is less than 100, and buy.
Yeah.
So ls hold. So action variable is only gonna store word buy or hold.
Correct. Exactly.
And then it comes down here, and price will be mapped to payload the price, whatever the price was.
Yeah.
An action, it will be mapped to the variable action, which either gonna have a buy or sell.
Correct.
Buy or hold.
Buy and hold. That depends upon your input, right?
Yeah. Okay. So that thing get calculated way before the body. Got it now. Because I was thinking other way around, where this action in the body is calling like remember the function thing you were talking about? I thought might be it's calling, but this is just a variable.
Yeah.
Interesting. The other thing is that how they normally in normal code scripting, I know is that we say if the payload price equal less than 100, then we create that variable, say that then action equal to buy, or else action equal to hold. But this one is a little bit slickier, where if the condition is that, then you say buy else hold. Yeah, very interesting. Excellent. Thanks for explaining. Now I understand.
Fantastic. So now that's just about the if else condition. Here the focus is to put how to give an expression, if else expression. Here else is mandatory in if else. Sometimes in other programming languages else is not mandatory. Only if and the condition if matches, it give returns. Else sometimes we define else is optional in some programming language, but else is mandatory. Else also you give. Okay, if you remove else, you clear out. Okay, missing else. All right. That's one point you need to keep note.
Okay, so you're saying that else is required?
Else is required.
Okay.
Even your condition is only if less than 100 buy, if not less than 100, you don't want to clear because you want to clear some empty spaces. But even you also need to define that. Okay. Else is mandatory in this condition in if else in the database. Right. So the next section we move on to the logical is about if else control. If else is good, right? If else very simple. It's existing.
Yeah.
So this is something like
this. Wow, pattern matching. This is really
pattern matching.
Yeah.
So you need to tell this one. This is we done right. Okay. Include a new cell action in our example. When price exceeds 140, you need to tell this item.
Okay. So sell. Okay, you gotta sell it when it exceeds 140.
Yeah, 140.
Okay. So we say, can we modify that?
Yeah, you can modify it.
Yeah, so we say that if the and we say that if the price exceeds, so if the price is, yeah, so you can say if the price greater than 140.
Mhm. So here, see here. Let me focus on this one also. This structure.
Yeah,
Okay. If criteria expression one, it is returns true, so this will get executed. If written,
yeah.
we can put one more condition with else if.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay.
Then we say else if, right?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I remove this one. I put else if
At
first.
the end, yeah, else if.
Else if. Uh, let's see what condition.
Else if payload that price
Price.
is greater 140,
Then
then we say sell, right? Then we say that,
yeah.
yeah,
That's finally I put this else.
else.
What? So this expression looks like
Yeah, yeah,
right.
yeah.
So else if also you can use if multiple things are there, right?
Mhm.
But then coming to this pattern matching thing, uh,
Yeah,
the same thing in whatever we achieved in else if using else if we can achieve using pattern matching also. See, input expression that matches this condition returns this one. That match second condition returns the second thing. The same thing you have drafted over here. Payload dot action something action I will send an input. What action I'm sending? I'm sending by as an input, right? Payload dot action match case. What case? This case by initial. In this example, this is matching, so it returns the buy at the market price, right? So I got output as buy at the market price because it's matching. For else sell at market price, hold at
excuse me.
starting. Very simple, right?
Actually, just to make sure I understand, sorry.
Yeah.
And pattern match, it's like a regular expression thing, right?
Yeah, regular is little complicated, but yeah, similar. You can think we can.
Yeah, so input, okay, input expression. So you say payload dot action match. Then you do cases,
Yeah.
case by, case sale, case hold. If it's case by, it will print, buy at the market price.
Yep.
If it's continuous sell, it will say sell the market price.
Right.
And else invalid input. Okay. So this one it has a buy. Okay. All right.
Yeah. So very.
So if it contains a word, right? The word buy.
Correct.
Okay.
So here we are sending buy, therefore returning buy at market.
Yeah. Got it.
You can practice this in the playground also if you want to practice more effort.
Yeah. Yeah. I will do that. I will do that.
Next, the pattern matching returns. See, here something.
Light off.
Yeah. So this input, ascending ID, status,
Yeah.
name. So now status is returning as 0 because we're sending status as 0, right?
Yeah.
So use pattern matching to return light off when status for the input below is 0, or light on when status is 1. If we send status is 1,
Mm.
the output is light on, 0 is light off. Okay. Then I will do the basic one. You should tell pattern matching payload dot starter match.
Start match. Let me say case
Case 0.
0.
And
And if it's 0,
one what? Yeah. Notice
1.
0.
Okay.
What thing we need to put? 0.
Then you say that if it's 0, it says light off, is it?
The 0 is light off. Light off when
Yeah.
status is 0. Input is 0.
Yeah. So light off.
And light on when it is 1. Status
1. Yeah.
So you can practice different example in the challenge.
Yeah.
This challenge and practice this example.
Okay.
So let me know if you have an issue in practicing this example.
Okay.
I solve a simple one and I give you some complex thing to solve. Okay.
Yeah.
The same thing you can use the equation pattern matching. This example use equations to solve problem, and again using pattern matching also you to do solve the problem. Right?
Okay.
So practice this one.
Definitely.
Next is very important, functions. So functions are data view, the most important tools. They allow us to conveniently reuse functionality and create functionality on the fly when reuse is not necessary. So in this section, we cover about the topics of the functions. Right. So data view, there is labeled functions, lambdas. Anytime you heard of lambdas, Adam?
Lambda, is this the one that the cloud stuff?
Yeah, lambda.
Yeah, Lambda, right? I know Lambda, but I heard about Lambda, but not Lambdas.
Yeah, that lambda means unknown, unnamed functions. The function name.
I was studying a little bit about the AWS, and there's something called a Lambda, and I'm thinking it's different.
We have lambda expressions in
Yeah.
Java, lambda. Okay, yeah. Lambdas now passing functions to other functions.
Yeah.
I can pass one function as an argument to the other function.
Yep.
Okay. We see in fixed notation. This while discussing, you can understand. I can't explain this one. No, with example, we can discuss this thing. And $, this syntax also very important. This will discuss.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So going a little deeper and little complex things. So named functions. Named function is in sense a function with a name. Right? See, function is a keyword to declare function. Fun is a keyword. Like variables, we use a var, right? Similarly, fun is a keyword to declare functions. Okay. Function add is function name. Therefore, it's a named function. And here the two parameters I am passing to this function. One is n and m. Right? And what the result is returns n plus m. Right? So in the body, I'm calling that function. I'm passing 1 and 2 as a parameters. 1 go to n and 2 go to m. It returns 1 plus 2 returns output as 3. Very basic, very simple function.
Yeah.
What? It's a named function. Here diff is a function name and takes one argument. And when the function spans multiple lines, we use the keyword called do. Okay, so here this is no, the function value is only one line, right? N plus m only. But not there are multiple lines not there in the function body. Function doesn't have body itself. Okay, you want to do multiple things, then you define as a do.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
You say a function doesn't have a body?
Yeah, see, function only one line of expression is value of the function, right? Here
Okay, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. We'll see more. But I was thinking that the function is like a subroutine. You could have a lot of other things going on, like a calculations or maybe going after another. I don't know.
It depends on
In
what
in normal in normal function thing I do, my one of the functions, especially in PowerShell, I pass some information and then it makes another call and grabs the information and then makes calculations and returns back. I don't know, but this one it might be it's different. So I'll watch.
yeah,
So
yeah.
you're saying that it has to be in the header and it doesn't have a body.
It has body, but see, this body is a only single line expression over here.
Yeah. For this case, yeah.
Okay, in this case, single line expression is equal to, I can put similar expression. This is a body, right? It doesn't spans in multiple lines. Okay. So if you have such requirement, you do with the do function, with the do, and you can, if you put a do keyword, you can open the curly braces, open and end. Right? See the function diff now, it spans these multiple lines, right? Okay. So to define that, we need to use the keyword do, and do also, it's like this notation. It is some like ender function. See, in the do, I can declare two more variables. These two variables are local to this function. Okay. So if you observe this one, let me open to discuss in more elaborately. Let me copy this thing to the playground. Copy this entire thing to playground so that we can discuss more comfortably. Yeah. What is the input? Uh, no, here I'm not taking anything from the payload, therefore there is no input. So if what if it taking only one variable, that is n, so I'm passing this entire array, right, to the as a value of n. All right. So n is replaced by the entire array. Good. Now inside this function body, I'm creating two variables. Variable start. Variable start takes the first element of the array, n of 0, that is 1990. Right? Variable end, it takes -1. I think yesterday we discussed, right, the array indexes. Start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and go back to first -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, right? So -1, taking the last one, right? Okay. So 1990 is start and end is 2021. Then end minus start, 2021 minus 1990 returns value as 31. Right. So the entire thing I define in a function def. So only thing we need to focus is here. The def function takes the entire thing body, and that body contains the two variables. So these variables are not visible to outside. If I put something like start, I got error because this start is not at the variable defined at this level, right? This level is the header level, but this variable is local to this function, right? So this is a point you need to keep in mind. So when I want to define the variables, those are the stuff I can use this do function. Yeah, I want to go through this stuff again and that stuff.
Yeah, I have one quick question. Can you go back to the playground? And so, yeah, maybe put the diff whatever that thing was.
something, yeah, like this.
Yeah, just numbers. So, all right, this one equal to 10, right? 90 and
Yeah. Because this,
and okay, and yeah, it's fine. 100 minus 9 is 10. And this one right now is a playground. It shows you 10, right?
yeah.
But where is that? Where that becomes a payload, or you can assign to a variable?
Which one?
The 10, the answer.
Yeah. This is payload after executing this database script.
I know. But normally you will store that in a variable, don't you? Or you return that to a function.
You want to store in a variable. In that case, yeah.
You can return it back to the function, right? And where that called a function.
If you want, I can do one thing. I can say
Like a result, yeah.
this way I can, store difference something. Maybe spelling is not right. I can capture that in a field, right?
Okay.
So let me
Wow.
do simple.
I think it's good. That's good. That's all I want to know. So in this case, and it's subtracted,
Yes.
and then and the difference become the answer.
Exactly. Yeah.
It doesn't use like a return or something like that in the function. In some other language, when you're returning the value back to the caller, and you use the word return, but I was thinking that's good. That's good.
Yeah,
So now I understand the functions, and also understand that if I want to do some calculations, I have to use a do function.
to
Right?
clear your doubts, let me put the things in Anypoint Studio so that we won't use this playground in our in application development. Just to practice our data view, this is the right platform. Okay.
Yeah.
So we can always on the fly we can do the scripting. All on the fly we can see the result of our code.
That's right.
For that purpose, we use the playground.
Okay.
I have to ask what is the written, where we are storing the result value, how we are using this kind of code in our application. For that, we need to do the same thing in the Anypoint Studio application.
Yeah.
I do one simple, simple data view script in Anypoint Studio so that your doubts will clear.
Mm-hmm.
Let me open that one in Anypoint Studio. We do a simple example in Anypoint Studio. Okay.
Okay.
This is also important. I just opened my Anypoint Studio is open.
Yeah. So, and while this one's open, and Ganesh, and so right now we're doing transformation and we're learning data wave. We're going through on this area. I really like it. Because this is something we need to do when we're transforming and message or data. So what else big topics we have left? I'm just curious when we can start. Like you saying last time, we're gonna start a small project that touches everything.
So after this transformation, I will discuss about the connectivity database and messaging servers and the file systems. How to talk to the databases, how to talk to JMS server, how to talk to the files, how to extract files.
So the database of file systems.
The database JMS.
JMS.
File system, Salesforce. So to talk to external systems.
External.
From external systems and accessing information and sending result to external systems like the database, messaging server.
Yeah. So after that we can do projects.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. So we take a use case and we can do that. Now you have idea of how to connect to the Excel system and how to do the transformation in the Mule.
Yeah, yeah.
The dots will
Nice, nice. Cannot wait. With that, we do a small project
exactly.
that touches to all the area and then expand down.
Simple router is there. Router means like you have an idea of choice, right? Choice in your programming languages.
Say again.
Choice.
Choice. Yeah.
Programming languages.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Similar.
Just right. Yeah. Router choice router.
Yes, there is some count for
So
router.
to me, it's like a decision and
Exactly. Decision. Okay.
yeah.
So we do configure some condition over here.
Yeah. It's like a
Go to
lot of if statement.
and we define one condition over other path. If it is satisfies, we implement the file system.
Yeah.
Like something like we can develop the router over here in our application also.
Yeah. Yeah.
Discuss this one and next, boom, we can do the application. Okay?
Yeah.
At the same time, we need to focus on API development and API that also. Okay? Design also, API design. Oh, it's not
Got
right.
it. Got it.
Usually it won't take this much time.
Yeah, I know. KDK platform bound is not responding.
My machine. Sometimes it's okay. Oh, my computer is open. This time. Okay. Yes. So go through this named functions again.
Okay.
You can get idea. Anyway, we will do this thing, any point should be also. Okay.
Nice.
Yes, this is little confusing is lambdas.
Lambdas.
Lambdas are the functions without names. There is no name to lambda function.
Mm.
See, I can given this is see here. Database provides multiple ways to create functions. Just like we have a named functions, we have functions without names called lambdas. Lambda is a value in data view, just like a string, an object, a boolean. The syntax of lambda is look like just an body without a function name. See, simple body, some arguments, right? Something is argument list. No, not a body, argument list without the function name.
Yeah, we might try to use lambda in that way. Okay.
So here. See here the script.
Okay, what does it say?
What he's saying is
Okay.
is,
2 plus 3.
okay, let me copy this thing one moment.
Okay, add. Okay.
This is named function, right? Add is equal to
Yeah. 2 and 3. And you say 2 and 3, but they're equal to n plus 3. That's lambdas?
Yeah.
It's like a function.
This is a function. NM function. But there is no name to the function. Therefore, we can assign this function to a variable. Okay.
It's function because it was add 2 and 3. And then add goes to the function. Okay, got it. So you say, all right. So add 2 and, okay.
We are assigning a function to a variable. So like I said earlier, we can store functions inside the variable, right? There's function programming language. In function programming languages, usually for variables, we can assign the strings, integers, right? Okay. So here we can assign a function to a variable. So this is method, right? This method I'm assigned to a variable. This
Mm.
add is a variable. I'm assigned the function. Now, add will work as a function, right?
Mm.
But this, what is the function? The function has no name. This is lambda actually.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah, I got it. But it looks like a function. I don't know.
Practice this one.
Mm.
So I create a simple application.
Okay.
So the function, the application name is basic transformation. All right. So now, what my intention is, let me go through these examples. So your database examples are these examples you can put, you can copy to the playground and you can execute. I'll show you how to these examples and so very simple transformation. I'll take this one, XML to JSON. So see over here. So this is database script. This is input XML, input payload, and this is the output. Right? Output we don't bother. Output we need to generate using the database script, right? Okay. So I want to execute this thing in my application. I will send from the input postman. I will send this input. Okay.
Okay.
I will expect this output. My application need to transform this input to this output. Right.
Okay.
That is my actual activity. So to get the information of postman, I'm configuring the basic the default configuration. My
Mm.
intention is focus on the transformation, right?
Okay.
What's man today? Man mission is basic and space. Right. Here the interesting part comes. So in our application to execute the data view script, we have a component called transform message component, right?
Mm.
So this component is used to execute the database script. We define the database script inside this transform message component. Okay. If you open the transform message component, this is a transform message component, and you have the input. This is a input section.
Yeah.
It's a script section. Okay. Output, don't bother about output. I'll tell you about output section.
Mm.
Now, in the script section, I'm different. I will write the database code. So I'm copying the database code from here, and pasting in the script section. Okay.
Okay.
And the script
So
section.
we have to have an input though.
Yeah. Now I'm just running this application. I want to tell you more about the transform message component. It's very, very important component, the most important critical component in Mule. Okay. So there's so much to discuss about this component.
Okay.
Data view, database and JMS with multiple, places we use this component. Continue discuss it once. Discuss it.
Yeah, definitely. You're right. This is the magic thing, right? This is what Mule is good for, right? Transforming one message to another message.
Yeah.
But do you run this program without input? I'm not sure.
Exactly. We can configure the input also, that I will show you how to configure input to the component.
Okay.
So the thing we are doing in the playground, right?
Yeah.
The thing we can do over here also using transformation component, but it is slow.
Okay.
More time to to generate the output.
All right.
Playground is very fast and very effective. So we can, in practice, I recommend the playground. It failed. Let me see why it's failed. Address 8081. I have issued 8081. I deployed some server with the same 8081 port. So probably 8081 is not working for me. So
Yeah. Yeah, sorry.
no problem. So it started. So let me open the postman. Localhost 8085. I use the path as a basic and the post method, the body, and using the XML as in my input. Right? This application XML. What input I'm sending is so if
I see now. That's your input now.
fix would I got this as output. Okay. So my Mule application takes this XML and transforms and returns this JSON file.
Yeah.
Got it. So this one has sent as a payload to the my application. So this is that payload given to this transform message, right? And transform message transform execute this code on the payload and generates this one, right? Okay. A similar thing, if you want to execute on the playground, go to the playground once. I recommend before putting the code in the I recommend to put the whatever the code practice in the playground, if it is working good, then we move the transformation component. Okay. Go to playground and the input section over here. My input is XML. Copy that input. And what's the script we're going to execute? Copy the code, database code. So we got output, right? Similar thing we achieved actually. The postman also achieved that output, right? Okay. So now you can analyze how we, how this code got executed. This entire thing is payload dot order dot the product, payload dot order dot buyer. So buyer is the child of order, right? Buyer dot address. So this one, right? So that is written, right? This is self-explainable, right, Adam? Hello, Adam, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. So you're right. It's and self-explanatory. So address one is a kind of variable, right?
Field, yeah.
Is a label, yeah.
Yeah.
and you put payload that order
Yeah.
that buyer that address.
Address one, city, country, there are output fields. Okay. How we are getting the value for these output fields? Output fields address for city, how do you getting value of city? A city, I'm getting a San Diego. How we are getting this value? I'm getting value from the input. How are you getting input? A payload is
Payload, yeah.
order dot buyer dot city. Buyer is the
Order,
city.
buyer, city. Okay.
Okay. So
But I yeah, I understand everything from the buyer and
yeah,
that and that's all the below.
yeah.
But the address, one city, county, email, those are just a label.
These are labels, output fields. This is the fields we want in the output, right? We're interested on this.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Okay. Therefore, how we are fetching value for these fields, these are from the input.
Yeah.
Right? So now the transfer message payload, actually this playground is introduced by Mule nearly 1 year ago. Before 1 year, there is no playground. Everything we do is transfer message.
Right here, yeah.
So people are struggling with the transfer message. So they provided this playground so that we can easily, execute, we easily see the things, right?
Yeah.
So before that, how we do is there is something like here define metadata section here. What
Yeah.
we create some sample inputs over
So
here.
yeah, you have a sample and you import a sample, right?
Input sample. I use a file
Mm.
and store on this file name is some order.xml.
You don't have a dot. I think you have a comma there.
XML. I store the input. Now, the transform message component define metadata. Right click on that. Set metadata.
Mm.
And my input is XML. I have example in my, example defined in the one of the file in my application. So browse that file. Example. Browse that file. I define src main resources. So resources.
I think you have like a comma. You don't have a dot
Exactly.
in the file name.
Right. I will rename that one.
Yeah.
Refactor. Rename. Seven. Now it's good. Usually it's very fast, but time. So where is my what is the order XML, right? Okay. Now go to metadata, right click, set metadata. The input is not string, input is of type XML. I'm choosing not schema, I'm just providing example. So go to select that example in the source name and resources, the order XML.
Yeah.
So once you set the order XML file, you can see the hierarchy got loaded, right? This order
Yeah.
code.
Yeah.
Select that one. So now To expand this transform message component, you can able to see the order got loaded over here, that XML, that structure object structure over here.
Mhm.
Even you can see the preview section over here. You can see the preview, how the transformation happened and what's the result of the transformation. It's similar like playground, but it's take the time to execute that script.
I see.
Playground is super fast, but it takes time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even we changes the thing, and we can see that how the script is executing, our result it is returning, other stuff. See, we got output, right? This output. So sometimes, right, they will provide very rarely we have input and output. For example, we have input document and output document also. Sample
Mhm.
input, sample output also. Okay. So in that case, what I can do is I create the output also, the output document also. Such main file, something like output dot JSON.
So you're creating an output.
Yeah, I'm creating output document, output file. So output JSON. I'm copying the output. This output. All right. You have input document and output document. Okay. And in the transform message, for example, I'm deleting this transform message. You wanna create mapping between this input and output. So I'm selecting input document here. Select metadata, input, sort XML, selecting input data. And coming to output, right click on this.
Oh, that's what the output's for. Okay.
Getting add output type I'm creating. My output type is of JSON.
JSON example.
How is defined in my is defined in SRC main resources output. This can also get loaded over here. Yeah. Fortunately, here my object is not loading completely. You can see the load. You can see the fields of output also. Then you can graphically map field to field. Okay. So let me try again. I can do. Let me try one second example. Fine. Don't worry, some reason my output is not coding. Clean metadata. This JSON it is quite easy. We need not create a document also. Okay. So right click on this. there is some issue with this transformation component. You drag the new transformation component. Right click on this. Discuss it in later, don't worry. Okay. So that is about. I'll tell you how to set this one, Adam. For some reason, my ID is not.
Yeah, it's not cooperating. I see that.
Okay, so now this transformation component, what we can do is we discuss the capability.
So you can map it. The goal is to map, right?
Yeah, goal is map from input output. Graphical we can map.
Yeah.
Drag and drop we can map the fields, okay, input output fields, so that we generate the data script. Okay.
Oh, it will create a script for you.
Yeah, exactly. But the condition is you need to have input and output samples ready in your hand.
Okay.
If we have the samples ready, we can configure it and we can map the fields and generate the data script. So that's the story. Then what we can do is, if your input is JSON, for example, examples. Let me see. One input is just example. So I am giving this link in your chat. Go through this one. Data view examples.
Okay.
So I recommend you go through these examples and execute these examples in your playground first, and then you can execute in your any transform message component. Okay. Where is my chart? I'm seeing that is chart. Yeah, I ping the chart. You can save this link, Adam.
Yeah, see that.
You can find different kinds set of examples. This, input, for each example, they can provide you input, output, and script. All these three things. Okay, I recommend copy the script to the playground script section and input to input and output out, and see how the things are working.
Yeah.
It's a little complex in the playground tutorial. The things are very simple.
Okay.
Okay, so these are little complex things, but it's very interesting. Okay, so it's good that if you have any question, we discuss on them. Don't worry. Okay.
Sounds good.
Right. So now, okay, little we discuss about this transformation component, and we can come to the session. All right. So with the transformation component, we can configure the input right click. If you have
From example,
we have JSON data. So we did not create a file also. We can edit sample data. You can put some JSON sample data over here like this. Some sample data I'm giving over here. Okay. You can give any JSON document over here. Okay. It is like this. Now in the data view code, can do something like
payload.name.
open this thing, the preview. Person Adam name, you got it right?
Yeah, to XML to XML.
This is JSON. I'm
Yeah,
JSON to XML.
yeah.
Okay. So one thing you need to keep in mind that if you are transforming to XML, you need to take care of the root node. Always without root node, the XML is not valid, right?
The root.
Yeah, I'm giving person as root node over here. If you give person payload dot name, it won't accept. And it accepting. Okay, you're getting that, but always here only one thing. If you want to define inside, you need to you need to give the root node over here. I can't define multiple things like this person name, and I want to do something like this won't acceptable in the case of XML. But the two fields are conflict into one thing, right?
So it has to be XML format.
In XML, if you have always you need to take a root node. See here, you only one. Here I'm mapping only one value, so that person is okay, fine. But if you are mapping multiple values, for example, here it is like this person Adam and city is equal to knock. Right? Execution. Assume this is your input.
Yeah.
Okay. And this input I want to transform to XML.
Yeah.
Okay. So here, this thing I want to put inside a function, and I'm sorry, person XML, person XML as root tag, person instead of person, right? Person has a name, person has city, person designation. I want to put these three fields inside this person.
Okay.
So to define that, what we can do is open a curly brace. Okay. Now this curly brace, if you open this thing, this body, it creates a person tag, person, opening closing tag. Inside this person, there are three fields are there, right? Yeah. Now inside you can give the name field. Name. Payload.
The name.
It gives the first field. Right? One second field, city field in give here, comma.
Yeah.
Comma second line.
City. And payload dot city.
Right. You want to do spelling mistake.
Yeah, payload.
Third thing, you want to use a role here in the output, not as a designation.
Yeah.
Payload dot desi. All right. So you can read it, right?
Yeah.
So this I'm creating using transformations component.
Yeah.
Right. So using transformation component is there are similar multiple things we can discuss in transformation component. This is very important component. We discuss that thing and we move on to the next critical aspects of this program, this data we
All right. Okay.
We will practice this all the things. So far we discussed up to functions, right?
That's right.